Now, whether you need an energy boost or just want to strengthen your immune system for the new year, then we might have the answer for you.
Jason Vale is here, and there are some common misconceptions about juicing. So when we're told that they detox us, you think, OK, well, what are the toxins? And surely my liver and my kidneys do that for me.
And they do, and you're correct. And this is the common misconception. I mean, over the last 25 years I've been doing this, not once have I ever written in any of the books I've done that juicing per se detoxifies the body. But what it gives the opportunity to do is the body to do what it naturally wants to do. It's a bad analogy, Phil, but imagine you can breathe naturally, but if I was to just squeeze your throat slightly, your body's incapable of doing what it naturally wants to do. If I remove my hands, then it can do it. If I remove the junk food from my diet, if I remove the alcohol from my diet, it gives the body the opportunity, the freedom to do what it naturally wants to do. What
about losing fibre? Because people say, well, juice is all very good, but you lose all that fibre that you need for other parts of your body.
Well, you don't. Here's a misconception. So what I've done this morning is I've decided to illustrate it visually.
OK.
So here's a shop-bought apple juice, which has been heat-treated. All of the fibre has been removed, there's no question. When you do a cold-pressed juice, which I've done live literally seconds ago here of apple juice, that has soluble fibre pectin, so it still contains some fibre. Having said that, we still only need less than a handful of fibre anyway. No one is advocating a juicerian or juicerexic type diet or whatever the case is, so we will eat food anyway. And if it's a well-thought-through juice or blend plan, I've just done nothing but blend. 7 days, I'm allowed to eat today. I've just done 7 days of no eating. I've had plenty of fibre because I've mixed some avocado or banana blended with the fresh extract.
Well, you just look at this, you look at this in here and think, surely that would be better going through me, cleaning me out.
Yeah, but it does. You've got enough cleaning you out, but what we're looking for is bioavailable fuel. So, Phil, all we're doing is cutting out the middleman. That's not waste nutrition, Phil.
No.
Because, look, here's your throat, there's your stomach. If you put a carrot and you chew it, there's your blender. There's your juice extractor. It's trying to extract the juice contained within the fibre. That stuff would have come out anyway. I don't want to be graphic. Now, we need roughage. I appreciate that, but we get tons, and there's still soluble fibre in the pectin. But there's more reasons why we're juicing than just that anyway.
Let's have a look at our first juice then. Which one are you going to do first? Cold Buster.
Yeah, this is the Cold Buster.
Everyone's going
so
down
we're trying to do a kind of drug-free version of a very well-known kind of sip drink. Essentially. And so what I've done, I've already juiced them anyway. We get some ginger, we get some lemon with the rind on.
Unwaxed.
Unwaxed, yeah, where possible. Apple, any kind. I tend not to use Granny Smiths. They tend to be a little bit too tart.
What about sugar? Because that's the other thing, isn't it, with juicing? People think, well, you're just putting loads of sugar in your body.
You're not. There's different types of sugar, and I've been doing this for 25 years, and what we're talking about, as long as that sugar has a degree of a buffer, and with freshly extracted juice, if you've got cold-pressed juice as we have here, it's richer, it's thicker, that thickness, because it contains more fibre, which means that you don't have the spike of insulin as you do with the other. Now, all we're doing here, added some honey, a little bit of hot water, melt the honey first.
And this is Manuka honey, so this is the good stuff.
This is the good stuff. And then we just pour in, and all we've got is apple, ginger and lemon. Very simple.
That looks heavenly.
And then what we do is that we just add, this is the piece de resistance, le je ne sais quoi.
What is that?
It's a bit of cinnamon.
Oh, yum.
So
I love
add
cinnamon.
a little bit of cinnamon, give it a tiny bit of a stir. One for you, Phil.
What does that do to me?
We call it a hug in a mug. Well, it's got vitamin C, which is vital, obviously, but we also have ginger, which is everybody's favourite anti, as I call it.
Oh, my gosh,
and
that's
natural
so nice.
antibiotic, natural antihistamine,
Isn't that good?
natural... But you can make it slightly hotter. I mean... Here,
no, I love it.
But it's just the right balance.
I'm going to do all of this.
Me too. I'm going to move on to the next one. What have we got next?
This looks like it's Australian instead of witchetty grub here.
It does look...
yeah.
But it tastes a lot...
for camp.
But it tastes a lot better. So this is the Hunger Buster. So what we're looking to do, really, is to satiate. So we're looking for proteins in here. So this is like you were just saying, the roughage still in it. It is in a smoothie, so everything is still contained. The problem is when people are making smoothies, they put in too much and they drank it too quickly. There's too much insoluble fibre going on. So here's what we're doing for hunger. So we've added into the blender just to save time. So I've got some blueberries in there. I've got some spinach in there, so we've got our greens. But we've got a little bit of cashew butter and almond butter. Now, these are rich in amino acids, the building blocks for protein, also good fats, and these help to regulate the appetite. I put a little bit of hemp and pea protein powder in there. I've added a date for some extra energy, and, of course, banana, which is the best herb on planet Earth. It's not even a fruit, it's actually a herb.
Is it?
Or if you're from America, an herb. So you add the almond milk in, so you get a little bit of almond milk. add a little bit of ice if you've got any knocking around, and all you do is just give that a little shake, give that a little blend. Haven't got time to blend it too much. Lucky enough, there's one I made earlier.
Yeah, let's give those a go.
A banana is a herb?
Yeah, I know. Who knew, eh? Who knew?
I've never heard that in my whole life.
Yeah, it grows on a cherry tree. I know, well, there you go, you see.
It grows on a cherry tree?
There you go.
That's really tasty.
I'm going to have to Google that.
Google it, or you can Yahoo it or Bing it. Other search engines are available.
Very quickly, can we have a look at the last one? But we haven't got long, so you might just have to tell us what's in this.
Yeah, OK, this is what I call the Marathon Smoothie, one for energy. I did the New York Marathon and the London Marathon on nothing but juice. This idea you need carb load isn't necessary. We've got avocado, the best fruit on planet Earth. I know you don't particularly like them.
I love it.
Oh, do you? No, I thought you just don't blend, not in a smoothie.
It makes it feel a bit weird.
Well, do you know what? There's not too much in here. I think you'll be all right with this one.
It's when it makes it thick. That's what I don't like. But I might like this because it's got other stuff in it.
It's got other stuff. So we've got beetroot loaded with nitrates. That's what makes it red.
No, I like it.
So, OK, good. So it's loaded with nitrates, widens the blood vessels, oxygen uptake is increased. So therefore, a lot of athletes are now using beetroot. And so that's why we call it the elixir, the athlete's elixir, essentially. A bit of vitamin C with the lime, cucumber, natural diuretic, apple always makes that soluble fibre. So we're juicing the apple, we juice the lime, we juice the beetroot, we juice the cucumber and the celery, and we blend everything else with a little bit of ice and it blends in.
The thing is, if you're somebody that doesn't eat all this in your diet anyway, what a brilliant way to get it into your diet.
I once dealt with this is the biggest thing people say, so why don't I just eat it? And I dealt with somebody who was 30 stone, type 2 diabetes, all kinds of disease. I laid out 28 days worth of juicing and blending we were going to do, and he said to me, Phil, why don't I just eat it? I said, that's a good question. I don't know why you don't, but you don't, do you? So therefore, we need to find another routine.
Like
that's what it is.
With our kids, that if you could put banana, apple on the table, all that sort of stuff, and they'd never eat it. But if you cut it up, then they ate it.
I would say if you can't eat it, drink it. That's the thing about juicing. Look, if you eat well, exercise well, and you eat tons of roughage and fruits and vegetables, chances are you don't need to juice. However, I would never have the 10 portions, which is now what we need. It's the new directive from last year, not 5 portions. I would never have it unless I juiced and blend. You need the combination of the two, and you need to do intelligent juicing and intelligent blending, not just jump on some kind of bandwagon. I've been doing it for 25 years.
We'll put all the recipes on our app.
Thank you very much.
If you want to do a little bit of juicing.